Welcome to another episode of Autism Daily. What does having a social communication and interaction delay really mean? This falls in under the symptoms of autism spectrum disorder. So when a child is very young, there are a couple of symptoms, for lack of a better explanation, that you can be looking out for. Let's have a look at those. Children that tend to have difficulty recognizing nonverbal cues. The child may struggle to integrate into a social situation or has a very awkward or different type of approach to a social situation. So, I'll give you a practical example. The children may all be playing together, but your child is the one on the side, or veering away, maybe standing in the corner, maybe wanting to be alone, maybe not wanting to integrate. Those are all signs within an actual group setting. You then have a situation, maybe the child wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning, a verbal child, and the child's not able to express their emotions. They're not able to tell you why they're crying. They're also not able to understand that mommy's having a bad day, or that mommy's tired, or that, mommy's a bit frustrated, or something along those lines. Those are kind of those nonverbal social cues that I speak of, and it's also falls in under the inability to express themselves. Very young children with an autism spectrum disorder may also not make eye contact. They may kind of push you away when you try and cuddle them or hug them, or, they don't want to be held too close for too long. I know for a fact that, that was something my child did, and it broke me. It absolutely broke me in the very early years that, my child didn't want to be picked up and hugged. Speech delay, that's a big one. That's very much the first one parents notice. I think it's a very obvious one. People kind of tend to ask, when did your child say their first word? Schools always ask, when did your child say their first word? And the honest matter is that if your child is not speaking or verbalizing basic needs by the age of 2, that you should maybe have a speech assessment done by a speech therapist to just make sure that there isn't perhaps the presence of an autism spectrum disorder. Speech tone and rhythm can be different, and there could be times where it just doesn't feel like the child is responding appropriately to maybe the way that name is being called or something like that. I'd like to thank you very much for spending today with us. My printer's just gone on in the office, so that's what those funny sounds are. I'm going to have to remember to switch it off tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Look forward to seeing you all again soon. Have a nice day.